Hey guys, this is Brandon again. Just got back from a vacation. Happy Labor Day weekend. Did a couple escape rooms, ate a lot of food, gained some weight. And there has been a lot of tennis going on in the past week and some upsetting results. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be talking about my terrible predictions, what happened in the early rounds of the tournament, and what I think is going to happen in the later rounds of the tournament, starting with the quarterfinals. So let's go back to the very first day, or the first round, because I don't remember what days. There's been a lot that's going on. Okay, two people that I really had a strong feeling that was going to disappoint, mainly because of their bad year, was Maria Sakkari and Caroline Garcia. Sakkari got knocked out in the first round by Masarova, and Garcia got knocked out by a qualifier. I think they're both qualifiers, I'm not sure. But got knocked out by the Chinese qualifier Yafan Wang, and both matches were not pretty. And I believe they both should consider taking a break. I know Sakkari is, and I do know Garcia did go through something very tragic, or something tragic happened in Garcia's life recently that may or may not have impacted her results, but we can't deny the fact that they haven't had a stellar year. Sakkari's been on a slower downfall than Garcia. Sakkari's downfall started back after 2021, and then Garcia's more exponential downfall, mainly because of the great year she had in 2022. But moving on, I do want to talk about Venus Williams versus Greet Minnen. Not gonna lie, I'm a diehard Venus fan, but this match was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. I watched a little bit of it, and honestly, Greet Minnen, she figured it out. Drop shot. Venus just can't move to those as well as she used to. Venus was honestly an elite mover in her day, but her day has been up. I don't think she should retire, and honestly, she should take the wild cards if they're offered to her. Why not? I think people should calm down on that and let Venus do whatever she wants. She deserves it. But if you want a free win over Venus Williams, drop shot. Okay, moving on to round two. Not much happened in this round. I do just want to talk quickly about Danielle Collins versus Elise Mertens. Collins should have had that match. She had a easy put away forehand in the second set on her second match point, I believe, and she pushed it long just a little bit. Very bad fumble from Danielle Collins there, and Elise Mertens was able to take advantage of that and make a comeback, push it to 3, and then win very convincingly in the third set. All right, next round. The third round is when things started to get a little spicy, but I believe the fourth round is where everything started to fall apart. But anyways, so fourth seed Elena Rybakina did fall to 30th seed Sorana Cristea. And honestly, Cristea played a great match and Rybakina didn't. A serve bot can't hold serve. It actually does kind of amaze me of how much Elena isn't able to hold her serve, and this match was like a huge eye-opener. I know she has a shoulder injury, and I actually am doing a video on reviewing the WTA serves, and I tried out Elena Rybakina's serve, and not gonna lie, my shoulder was having a lot of issues there, so I don't know how she makes it work, and that video will be coming soon. So, also Crustacean, whatever, Cirstea, she served amazing. She was killing Rybakina with the ad side out wide serves, and Elena just couldn't do much. I really thought she was gonna come back in the third set, but after she got broken a couple times, I just was like, nope. this isn't her match to win, unfortunately, and I was pulling out for her. I was pulling out for all the top 4 seeds, and as you'll see, I remain disappointed. Next round. Alrighty, the round of 16 happened the past couple days, I think. Just kidding, no, the past couple days. And we're gonna start with the match that happened today. Let's go with Anjibur versus Qinwen Zheng Qinwen, whatever. Anj just wasn't there. I believe she hit, 33 unforced errors. And Zheng hit a lot of winners, and it just wasn't An's day, and sucks to see her go. She wasn't able to catch a slam the past couple years. She had her chances, but she didn't make it further than her male counterpart, Casper Ruud. So that's something. Okay. Next match is Jessica Pegula versus Madison Keys. This one hurts the most, mainly because, I was pushing for Jessica Pegula to win the whole thing, and she couldn't, unfortunately. Jessica, she just wasn't there today. If I told you that Pegula and Keys were going to play a 4th round match of the US Open, and one of them lost because of the amount of unforced errors that she hit, you would think, oh, he's definitely talking about Madison Keys. But no, Pegula hit more errors this time than Madison Keys, and I believe that was her downfall. I know she was struggling with the conditions. They closed the roof for this match, and Pegula just couldn't get anything on her ball, and Keys was just taking advantage of it, plus the 20 unforced errors that Jessie gifted to Keys. So yeah, Keys will now go on to play Vondrousova, I believe. Yes, Vondrousova in the quarterfinals. Okay, last match that I'm going to talk about from the round of 16 is Iga Swiatek versus Yelena Ostapenko. This is the one we've all been waiting for since 2022, the start of Iga's run. So, honestly, I predicted that Penko was going to lose, mainly because she was going to hit out of the court. And she did. Earlier in the week, she hit 80 unforced errors in either her round 2, I believe it was her round 2 match. I don't remember, but she just found the court this match, and it really showed that Iga is susceptible. Is that the word? Susceptible to big hitters, and Ostapenko is the biggest hitter on tour, probably up there with Madison Keys. Yeah, and that just shows that when Ostapenko's on fire, that no one can beat her, not even the best in the world. But this does increase Ostapenko's head-to-head over Iga 4-0, and Yelena is definitely in her head, and Iga's gonna have to figure out something, because there are certain players that when they're on fire can play just like Ostapenko, just like Keys played versus Pegula today, and just like Keys played last year in Cincinnati, I believe. Yeah, Cincinnati. And Iga's just going to have to figure it out. These big hitters that take time away from her, that aren't afraid to step up on her heavy top spin ball. And I believe that Iga's able to figure it out. Alrighty. We're moving on to my predictions. So, the first quarterfinal match is Coco Gauff versus Yelena Ostapenko. This happened in Australia, and Gauff was able to take the win. No. Wait. I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. Scratch that. Yelena Ostapenko was able to take the win over Coco Gauff in straight sets at the Australian Open. So, I did not know that before I made my prediction, but I'm sticking with Coco to pull through this match, and you'll see where she goes after that. Next match is Karolina Mukova over Krusty Sorana Cristea. And I can't really read into this match much, but Cristea is a pretty high confidence player, a player based on her confidence. And she has a lot of confidence right now, taking out the number 4 seed, taking out Bencic in the previous round. But I feel like Mukova, if she can get her double faults down or minimize the double faults, I don't think Cristea should be an issue for her. So I'm picking Karolina to go through to the next round. Alrighty, next is Marketa Vondrousova versus Madison Keys. And I feel like this is a nightmare matchup for Keys. Like, Vondrousova is more of a grinder, but she doesn't give you a lot off of her ball. She has a lot of heavy topspin, but it's tricky. Has a spin, but she's able to throw in the slices, and Keys is a very error-prone player, especially if she's not given... When it comes to the matchup, if she's not given a consistent pace, I feel like she does end up struggling in such... For example, during the Pegula match, Pegula plays very flat, and it's a very consistent pace, and Keys is able to just pounce on that because it's familiar to her. But Marketa... and she's just not gonna do that or let Keys do that. And Marketa is backing up her Wimbledon title very well. She has not embarrassed herself as a quote-unquote random slam champion, and I'm pulling for her, so I will pick Vondrousova to go to the next round. Last quarterfinal match is Zheng Chenwen versus Arina Sabalenka, and this could either be an amazing straight sets match going to either player, or a ugly straight sets match going to either player, because who knows, one of them is going to... This is going to be a contest of who can hit the most unforced errors or who can hit the most winners, or both. But I believe Sabalenka, the new world number 1, by the way, is able to beat Zheng in any of those contests, especially the winners one. So I'm going to have her go. They actually might even be competing for the most double faults, because Chenwen's serve has not been it lately. Anyways, but I am going to put the new world number 1 through the semifinals. All right, now we're on to the semifinals. Coco Gauff versus Karolina Mukova is my first semifinal, and I believe, just like it happened in Cincinnati, Coco is going to take it in straight sets. Yeah, Coco just is on a roll right now. She's on fire. She is going to the finals, her second Grand Slam final. But will she win it? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the next semifinal is Marketa Vondrousova versus Arina Sabalenka. And as a new world number 1, I believe that Sabalenka will not change anything and lose in this semifinal again for the third year in a row. Vondrousova, I just see her frustrating Arina, and we all know what happens when Sabalenka gets frustrated or reaches a semifinal. I believe they go hand in hand. So, yeah. My final is Coco Gauff versus Marketa Vondrousova. And I would love to see Marketa prove all the doubters wrong that said, oh, she's such a random, she doesn't deserve to be a slam champion. Honestly, like I said, she hasn't embarrassed herself yet, and I believe she's worthy of winning the US Open. Though I did not mention earlier that she does have an elbow injury that she claims was from the new heavy-duty balls. Not sure if that will affect her in her singles, but it affected her in her doubles, pulling out of the doubles, and I believe ending Barbora Strytzova's doubles or tennis career as a whole. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's playing anything else. I think she might be qualified for the WTA finals. Anyways, but no, yeah. I would love to see Marketa be able to win Wimbledon and the US Open back to back. And I believe the last person to do that was Serena Williams. So that would be a nice feat. But Coco is my girl, and I'm actually going to have her win the US Open and prove her doubters wrong, because everyone's saying that she's overrated, and I was starting to believe it beginning of this year. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I love Coco, but I hate that word overrated. But I was agreeing that her game is a little limited, but she's, from a coach's perspective, I don't see much happening on the forehand technique, but I do see her hitting it with more confidence. And as you can see in some players, confidence can go a long way. So I'm confident that Coco Gauff is the US Open 2023 champion. But this is women's tennis, and Coco can easily lose to Yelena Ostapenko, just like she did in Australia. And it's looking more and more like that might happen. But so if that does happen, I will have a backup final, and that backup final is Karolina Mukova versus Marketa Vondrousova, and I'm having Vondrousova winning. Those are my alternate universes. So yeah, those are my predictions, and let's see how wrong I am in a week. So let me know what y'all think. I'm very tired. It's 12 a.m. Have a good night.